We call to order the City Council meeting of the City of Bel Air Beach, Florida, Monday, April 3rd, 2017 at 5:30 p.m. To all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Patty, would you call the roll, please?
Councilmember Julie Chandler.
Present.
Councilmember Gerald Cohen. Here. Councilmember Pamela Gunn. Here. Councilmember Mitchell Cron.
Here.
Vice Mayor Wanda Streeter.
Here.
Mayor Leslie Ford Natiro.
Here.
City Manager Nancy Gonzalez.
Here.
City Attorney Paul Marino.
Here.
Finance Officer Melanie Cruzona. Here. Community Services Director Lynn Reeves.
Here.
And Councilmember John Petrosky was unable to attend.
Thank you. First item, the approval of agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Agenda is approved. Item number 2, approval of the February 21st City Council work session minutes and the March 6, 2017 City Council meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second. Any additions, corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
Minutes are approved. Citizens' comments. Each speaker will be recognized once and will be limited to a 3-minute presentation on any subject that is not on the agenda. Do I see anyone in the audience? Comments? Seeing no one, citizens' comments will be closed. Item number 4, proclamations. We have a proclamation proclaiming the month of April 2017 as Donate Life Month, and another proclaiming April 28, 2017 as Pay It Forward Day. I know we have a woman here from the Pay It Forward group. Would you like to come on up to the...
What that is?
Okay.
Thank you so much for having me. My name is Denise Seaman, and I'm the owner of Home Care Now, and what we're doing is reaching out into our communities, and we are talking about Pay It Forward Day, so thank you so much for the proclamation and supporting us on this. April 28th, Pay It Forward Day, random acts of kindness, doing something for somebody else. We do have some bracelets that are reminding us to show those random acts of kindness to people, and I also have some cards. I've passed some of those out, and I also have some more available. And it's just to remind people, gosh, you know, what's it like to return somebody's shopping cart or buy somebody a cup of coffee? You can pay that forward, and then you can hand the card to them, and you hope that they paid it forward. What an amazing day it would be if everybody paid it forward on April 28th and just made where we live in our communities a better place. So that's what we're doing.
Thank you.
Mayor Cindy, I finally remembered the movie.
You remember the
And it
movie?
was a heartbreaker at the
Yeah.
end, I remember.
Absolutely, but that little boy did, and he created a movement just around the world. And so thank you to Bel Air Beach, your city, to help us with this proclamation. And what a great day April 28th will be if we all pay it forward and other people pay it forward, and it just continues on. So thank you so much.
The other proclamation is regarding April as Donate Life Month for organ donations. And I thought someone was going to be here for that, but apparently she couldn't make it. But do I have a motion to approve these 2 proclamations?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Proclamations are approved. Item number 5, consideration of ordinance 1702. Paul.
Yes, Mayor, I think this is the second and final on this particular ordinance, which is an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Bel Air Beach, Florida, relating to the funding of capital improvements and essential services through the imposition of special assessments, providing for the procedure for the imposition of such special assessments, and providing definitions and findings, authorizing the imposition and collection of special assessments to fund the cost of capital improvements and essential services, providing a special benefit to real property within the city, authorizing the creation of assessment areas, providing for optional mandatory prepayment of assessments, establishing procedures for notice and adoption of assessment rolls and for correction of errors and omissions, providing that assessments constitute a lien on assessed property upon adoption of the assessment rolls, establishing procedures and methods for collection of assessments, including assessment imposed on government property, authorizing the issuance of obligations secured by assessments, providing for various rights and remedies of holders of such obligations, providing that such obligations will not create a general debt or obligation of the city, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you. Do I have a motion for ordinance 1702?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Discussion? Council? No? Anyone in the audience? Okay.
Dr.
One
Ward?
comment? Yes.
Dr. William Ward, New East Drive. Thank you for the auditory system, greatly improved. Thank you, I can hear you now for a change. Although I've come to most of the meetings and have not heard anything at the meetings. I just want to ask Paul, if this is any way related to the non-ad valorem tax, which we will come up next when we talk about the underground.
Yes,
It will allow us to do that, in other words. So
that's what this is all about, yes, sir.
Right, that's what I want to know. Thank you very much.
Any other comments, questions? Pam, would you call the roll, please?
Councilmember Cohen,
Aye.
Councilmember Chandler,
Aye.
Councilmember Gunn,
Aye.
Councilmember Crop,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Swear,
Aye.
Mayor Notaro.
Aye. Ordinance 1702 passes 6-0. Item number 6 on the agenda, consideration of accepting the comprehensive annual financial report for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2016. Janine, Melanie?
My name is Janine Bittinger. I'm a partner with Davidson, Jameson, and Christine. It's a pleasure to be here tonight at Bel Air Beach. I have in front of you the CAFR for the year ended September 30th, 2016. First of all, I really want to thank Melanie and also Nancy and all the staff. Certainly, they've been a big participant in the audit process. Now, this is, if you look at it, I'll go over just a few highlights, and then if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. The audit opinion attached to this report is unqualified opinion, which is the highest opinion that we can render. Page 19 is our statement of financial position. This is on a full accrual basis. If you notice, we have the capital assets and also your debt in this schedule. So this is a full accrual statement as if you were a commercial entity. We have our net position at year end of, in the governmental activities, $10,823,000. The enterprise, which is our marina fund, of $273,000 for a total of $11,097,000. Page 21, it shows you again on a full accrual basis our expenses, our charges for services, and our net, a change in net position for the fiscal year was $471,000. The Marina Fund was $14,600, so you can look at the bottom of page 21 and see the results of operation. Again, this is on a full accrual basis, considering depreciation and your debt payments. Page 26, we have the budget actual statements. This shows again, once again, that the council had passed a budget, and the city adhered to this budget, and they did a very, very good job with the budgeting process. You know, we are thankful for our finance director for a lot of this. And looking at it, you can see the variance in the far right column. We have the favorable variance for the revenues, $25,577. And also in the expense side, we have a favorable variance. So we actually had a conservative budget, and we actually, the results exceeded the expectations. So it shows you that council and staff did a very good job on this. I did want to point out a couple of things that are often missed. Page 49, we have an outline of the capital assets, which are also in the financial statements we looked at previously. And just wanted to issue a reminder, this is something that often gets forgotten. If you look at how many assets the city has, so we actually have total assets of $7,811,000. Remembering that all of this infrastructure is in constant need of replacement. So we talk about it being an asset, but we also have to remember it's a future obligation as all our assets age, the equipment and even the buildings and other in the infrastructure, that it constantly has to be replaced. So it's a good reminder to everyone that has to be considered in the future. And we do that in our capital improvement plan, but just a reminder that that's out there for us. Page 52 is our debt. Looking at, we have compensated absences, which is, those are defined as if everything that is owed to the staff in terms of vacation and sick leave that they are vested in at year end. So that's an ending balance of $71,000. And we're about halfway through our revenue note. So at year end, we owed $1,480,000 on it. In the back, page 67 starts our 10-year tables, which give a history of the financials of the city, as well as operating and other statistical data. So those are always good reading to just give you a feel of where we've come in 10 years' time, giving you that history. If there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer at this time.
Council?
It's very impressive.
Yes. Gerald? Nothing? Okay. Do we have a motion to accept the comprehensive annual financial report for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2016?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any other discussion? Gabby, do you want to do a roll on this? I don't know.
Councilmember Chandler?
Aye.
Councilmember Gunn? Aye. Councilmember Crop?
Aye.
Councilmember Cohen?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Schwer?
Aye.
Mayor Notaro?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I too want to thank Melanie and Nancy for all their hard work putting these together, and the rest of the staff as well. Yes, that was no small task.
Will that be on the internet?
Pardon?
Will that be on the internet?
Yes.
Oh, yes? Yes. Okay. Item number 7, consideration of resolution 2017-04, resolution of the City Council supporting the Transportation Advocacy Group. This is a movement that the Suncoast League has been working to get with the local communities, with the folks over in Tampa, to try and develop a regional transportation group. Apparently, they say that if you have a regional group, you're more likely to be able to get funds and resources for them rather than just independent, a city, you know, even just Pinellas County or Hillsborough County. So this is a group that the Suncoast League has been working on, is a regional compact. And they're trying to improve transportation around here. And if you drove on Gulf Boulevard this weekend, you know that we have some transportation issues. Some of this would be improved traffic management systems, some more bus like maybe to get you from the airport down to Clearwater Beach and keep you off the highways and so on. So that's what this resolution, that's where this came from. So do I have a motion for resolution 2017-04?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I have one question.
Yeah.
Does it make sense for us as a city that doesn't allow buses in the city to be supporting such a compact?
Yes, because maybe there won't be as many cars on our streets if some of the people are on buses.
It just seems odd that we would be in support of it when we don't pay the transportation tax. We don't.
Well, this includes more than, just the bus
Right.
systems, like, improving the Howard Franklin Bridge, which I'm sure you know can be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Anything else? Going to do a roll call? Okay. Oh. Okay. Did somebody out there have a comment? No. Okay. Patty?
Councilmember Gunn? Aye. Councilmember Crop?
Aye.
Councilmember Cohen? Aye. Councilmember Chandler?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Schwer?
Aye.
Mayor Notaro?
Aye. Resolution 2017-04 passes 6-0. Number 8, requesting City Council's approval to award a contract to Reuben Clarkson Consulting for design and engineering services for Harrison Avenue seawall. Lynn?
Mayor and Council, this is for the repair of the seawall on Harrison Bridge. There's actually two projects that are going to go on there. It's the approaches to the bridge and this. We already have the plans for the approach repair that was previously done. We've contacted Cardinal to go ahead and get those drawings sealed and give us the specifications for this. The amount is $12,100. We got other quotes that were significantly more than this. 34 was the next quote we got. And we actually got one yesterday for $132,000. So, I think, he's pretty much, if you talk to the other cities, Mr. Clarkson is the pretty much seawall expert in the county as far as an engineer goes. Any questions?
Isn't he the engineer who did the engineering for the bridge when we replaced it?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
I do have a question. Were those seawall approaches replaced when that bridge was done there on Harris?
No, I'm talking the approaches to the bridge approaches.
That's what I said. Were
No, not the approach, where the bridge was replaced, but the approach to it. If you look at the bridge, you go about 22 feet out from the bridge, that area was replaced. But where the undermining is beyond that. So we're going to have to have those.
So that was 50-year-old seawall that we're replacing now?
Yeah.
Okay. That's my question. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Questions or comments from the audience? Okay.
Leslie,
Yes, sir.
I just want to endorse what Lynn just said. I use Reuben Clarkson for consulting on a regular basis. There's no finer and more qualified seawall expert in Pinellas County than that man. He has a niche on his own. So municipally and in private practice, this is your best guy.
Thank you very much. That's encouraging.
Is there any consideration,
Pardon? Do you have a question?
is there any consideration for the,
Come to the microphone, please. We can't hear you without the microphone, Dr. Ward.
I thought you could hear me without microphone. No, I understand that not Harrison, but the Lyle Avenue, there's a space there that you have trouble with the seawall, is that right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Wanda?
Yes, we,
Why can't we include that in the consulting, with the consultancy, that both of them, and give you a price on both of them, maybe for less,
And then
Why?
that's up to our public services director.
yes. Lynn, can you?
As I mentioned previously, the Harrison seawall is in we'll call it, bigger need of repair. And I did have both engineers look at Belle Isle also, and what I had suggested at the time is we plan for that in the next year's budget to do the design work and what have you.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve awarding a contract to Reuben Clarkson?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes 6-0. Mayor and council comments. Where do we want to start? Jules?
Nothing tonight.
Yes, Pam. Okay, Mitch.
I'd just like to thank Melanie for a great job on the financial front again this year, and also to give a little bit of an update on the undergrounding committee meetings that we've had. We've had a couple of meetings. We've had meetings with our membership as well as some people that are engineers and whatnot. Making some progress there. I think we'll have some additional stuff to report after our next meeting where we have some hard numbers coming in.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. Joe? Okay. Linda?
I also want to thank Melanie for this hard work. Having worked for an accounting firm in the past and been involved in some audits, this is a tremendous effort, and I really appreciate it. And also, as a member of the undergrounding committee, I want to thank Mitch for the great job he's doing as our leader. Thank you.
Just a couple of comments. The Big C meeting last week, we had a presentation from Charter Communications, or Spectrum, and they have a program to provide internet access for lower income families who maybe can't afford it themselves. They have one for National School Lunch Program families and for seniors who receive Supplemental Security Income Program. And you know, it's a great program. If you know anyone that is in need of internet services that maybe can't fit it in their budget, they should contact Spectrum. There was an article in the paper a couple days ago about the Pinellas County Citizen University. They're starting a new session on April 13th. And I did this a couple years ago, and it was very interesting. I would encourage anybody on council or any citizen of Pinellas County to take part in this. It's like a 10-week course, once a week, and you get to see various aspects of the county operations. It's very interesting. So it's at pinellascounty.org/citizensu. It's an interesting experience, and you get a t-shirt at the end. I think that's all I've got. Nancy? Paul?
The only thing I wanted to report on is that I'm getting closer to certifying Jack as a town marshal. We sent some stuff up to Tallahassee today, and hopefully I should hear from them. I'd like to resolve that as much as
Nancy?
The only thing is, I too want to thank Melanie. That takes up so much of her time all day for several months. So I do thank her and thank the staff as well for everything that they do as part of the CAFR.
That's all I have. That's it. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.